Duncan. I'd like to ask you, what did you keep from these two preseason games, and how is the atmosphere in the team ahead of the game of the first regular season game?
We're excited, to start this journey, and obviously, definitely learned a lot from those first two, particularly with our effort on the defensive end. You compare the first game to the second game. Thought we did a much better job just flying around, being disruptive, and really protecting the paint, which is a huge key for us. So I thought we learned, and I thought we grew. So we're excited to carry that over into game one on Wednesday.
And also, as a team, you have a lot of depth. Uh, you have a lot of players who can play every position. How important for the rest of the season is this?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. Depth is obviously big every year, but probably particularly this year with everything going on and the chances to have people in and out of the lineup. So we view it as a huge strength for us, and that's one of the reasons why we're just feeling so good going into this season. And it was great for guys to experience playing with each other, and obviously we had some new guys in the preseason, but also have some guys, experience some success and build some confidence.
Thank you.
All right, up next we have Anthony Chang with the Miami Herald.
Hey Duncan, I know you were in Max's shoes once. What advice did you give him, kind of leading up to yesterday or the decision of him getting the two-way? And how pleased were you, for him that after his injury a year ago and kind of recovering from that he was rewarded with that contract?
Super, super excited for Max. Ever since he's been here, ever since I saw that, he was going to have a chance in camp, just try to reach out to him and stay connected with him and stay in his ear. And my biggest advice to him was, just really just let it fly, be who you are. He's a big time player, had a big time college career, and like you said, had some bad luck with injuries last year, but he can really play, like you guys are all seeing. So I'm super excited for him, happy for him, and I think this is just the beginning for sure.
And to kind of branch off of Christos's question about the depth, you guys obviously are extremely deep. Can you? I know this is Spo's decision, but could you even imagine trying to come up with a 10-man rotation with the amount of guys who really are rotation level guys on this roster?
Yeah, for sure. It's ultimately going to be a really tough challenge, and that's his whatever it is, 13, 14 years of head coaching experience. And thankfully I don't have to come up with that decision, so definitely see how it could be a challenge. But I think the good thing is that we have depth, and regardless of the circumstances or what happens throughout the year, that we know we have guys that can slide into a lineup and be confident out there.
All right, up next we have Cooper Moorhead.
Hey Duncan, after the two-man game between you and Bam blossomed, so rapidly last year, and now that you guys have had a playoff experience to see how advanced, schemes are going to be trying to defend the two of you, how much are you guys collaborating right now and adding new wrinkles to that interaction? And where do you think the edges are that need to be sharpened a little bit between the two of you?
In terms of the edges, I would probably just say, just continue to build that rapport. Like you said, by the end of last year, and really by the end of like the regular season before we got in the bubble, we just kind of really had that chemistry, and we picked it up. It takes a little while, when you're not playing. So we picked it up over time in the bubble, and by the time we got to the playoffs and really the seeding games, we had it back, and it's really the same thing now. We went through this stretch where we're just having individual workouts, and it's just nice to be back out there and playing with him and playing with other guys and just starting to build that connection. In terms of wrinkles, it's just really all adjustments. You don't know how a given team is going to play you, what they're going to try to do to take certain things that you like to do away. So, when they do that, it then falls on us to react and get creative and find adjustments to their scheme. So, stay tuned, I guess. We have to see how teams are going to play. Teams do different things on any given night, but we certainly have counters to their counter, and that's just kind of how the game goes. It's like playing chess a little bit.
All right, up next we have Kobe Price with the Sun Sentinel.
Hey Duncan, kind of want to follow up on Cooper's question. How as a shooter, as a guy who's moving around a lot, how unique is it to play off a guy like Bam, a big, but who's also, I mean, there's a clip that Cooper posted yesterday where it's the handoff and then you pop out and Bam's the one going to the rim and he swings, I think, to KP in the corner. He's the one making that pass instead of maybe a guard. How unique is that for you to have that kind of wrinkle with him?
Oh, it's the ultimate luxury. Just how dynamic he is and the things that he can do offensively. I think people view versatility offensively. Maybe it's just being able to shoot and being physical and doing other things. His versatility is so much more than that. The way he can handle the ball, his decision making obviously has improved tenfold, and it just makes it easy on me to have an outlet that I can always get it to, and then know that he can really play make on the backside. A lot of times my job is just to get him the ball in those situations. If I can cause an overreaction and put him in a situation where he can manipulate the defense and have an advantage, then we're doing pretty well.
And we're talking about two-man games and your tandem, but for you personally, what's something that you've been wanting to work on, something that you want to show more of yourself this year individually?
Definitely want to continue to make strides defensively. That's first and foremost, and then offensively, just being a little bit more creative. Whether it be in the mid range or also really, really in terms of playmaking, just off of 1 and 2 dribbles, and if they are gonna blitz my handoffs or do those sorts of things, just really getting down those simple plays of getting the ball back to Bam or getting the ball to the open player. So just little things like that. Adjustments to defensive schemes and reading those and picking up on those.